Hello guys, Griffin here, and today I'm going to be showing you part 2 of my AFK XP farm design video. So without further ado, let's get on to building this. So the items you're going to need for this build are shown in my inventory right now, along with an infinite water source made from the 2 water buckets you see in my inventory, and also some chickens that lay eggs. Once you've acquired all those items, you're going to make an infinite water source, which will be useful for all the different water streams you're going to have to fill in later on in the build. So after you do that, you're going to locate where you actually want to build this. I've represented where the player is going to be standing in black. So what you'll do is once you find those 2 blocks that the player will be standing in, you'll break the first block right here, and then you'll dig about 4 or 5 blocks down. And then what you'll do is you'll place the dropper facing upwards, and then continually do that up until this point right here. So after you've done that, you should have about 4 droppers placed. And the next thing you'll do is you'll take one of your hoppers and then place it into this dropper. Now, we'll change that later, but we're just placing this hopper for the sake of doing it at the moment. So after you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to place 2 chests right here, then a hopper leading into it, a mandatory carpet right here, and a carpet right here if you want the aesthetics to still look good. So after you do that, you're going to take a few blocks and place some to the right of this hopper, 3 to be exact. And then what you're going to do is you're going to build 2 blocks this way, and that's the path which the mobs are currently going to be on. Now it's important to note that this area right here is where the mobs will be entering, and this one is where they'll be going into the loop and back right here. So once you do that, you're going to build up on all 3 sides right here and go up 7 blocks. After you do that, you're going to build a platform right here, which the mobs will be traveling on, and go all the way over to this block right here. And then you're going to build the walls that lead over, that keep the mobs in. And then you're going to build the drop down. Now in doing this, there are 2 things to note. You'll actually have to leave this space open right here, in which mobs will be able to flow into this area through the water stream that you make on your own. And also, this block right here, in the event that you're going to follow my design exactly, will be a half slab. To put a long story short, the redstone flows through here, and water and redstone can't meet, so there has to be a half slab right here. But if you decide to wind the redstone the long way around, you don't have to put a half slab here. So now you'll finish up with placing the blocks right here. And we'll move on to the next part of this. So now we are going to start building the water streams, but before that we'll place 2 cauldrons, one right here and one right here. We'll now place signs here, 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 and here. We'll now start placing water right here and right over here, without forgetting to mention that a half slab needs to be placed right there. We'll now place a sign right there with a water bucket above it, repeated all the way up until the top. And then when we get to the top, we are going to place a sign right here, and then we are going to fall back into this area. After we have done that, we are going to place a few more blocks right there, and we are going to place the lava bucket right here, making sure that something blocks this right here. And that is going to actually be a block. So now we are going to build the chicken part of this design. We're going to break the blocks right here, go over here, place the half slab right there, and then we're going to dig down about 2 blocks, and then go this way, down 1, 3 blocks. Now we're going to start placing hoppers all the way going this way, And once we do that, we're going to make sure this part is enclosed right here. But before we do that, we need to get out of there. Now we're going to start throwing the chicken eggs into there, hopefully laying a few chickens. So once we have the chickens in this area, we are going to build this area back up and walk back around front. Now what we are going to do is starting to build the redstone part of this. What we're going to do is we're going to take stairs and place them in this way, corresponding to this hopper right here. Now we're going to place a block right here and a block right here. This is for where the levers go. Once we place this lever right here, we're going to build the hopper clock right here, which shouldn't be all that hard to make. Once we do that, we're going to go up top and throw an item in. And then we're going to take a comparator output from this block right here. What we're going to do is we're going to have that lead into a full block and then a repeater, so that way the stream can go all the way to the area which we intend. Once we do that, we're going to place some blocks right here, leading this all the way down. So once we have that, we're going to place a redstone dust right here, and you get the idea. All the way like this, and then we're going to place a repeater right there. Now this clicking is going to get annoying, so let's turn this off by flicking this lever right here. So pretty much the last thing we are going to do is build a hopper line right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a chest and place it right there. Make sure that hopper is facing into that chest. Then we're going to take this hopper, place it right here so that leads into there. Then we're going to take a hopper, place it like that, hopper, place it like this, making sure it goes into that hopper. Then we're going to go all the way up and place a chest right there. Now there is one final last thing to do. Place an iron bar right there. And this is officially done. So that's pretty much all there is to it. One of the things I will note is this area right here has to be within 8 blocks of the spawner which you're going to be farming the mobs from. Otherwise mobs will not be spawning while you're standing right here. Another thing to note is when you're throwing eggs and you hold right click, you can detach the mouse from your keyboard or from your computer, and what that'll do is it'll get the player stuck in the throwing cycle, or you could possibly have it so that weight is on your keyboard or mouse. So there's some things that I will mention in the event that I haven't done so already. So that's pretty much all there is to it. This has been Griffin, and I hope to see you next time.